Alrighty, so what I want to talk about in this video is compound lifts. Listen, they're great. They're great exercises. They can do a lot if you're working for strength training, and that's only your goal. Those are excellent exercises. But if you're somebody who's kind of wants something beyond just strength, who wants strength and to look good and to have a good looking physique, then compound lifts solely are not for you. When I first started out in the gym, I did compound lifts, and listen, I built size, absolutely, but I focused way too much on the compound lifts like the deadlift, the squat, and the bench press, and I built kind of a strength looking physique. I wasn't really working towards the aesthetic kind of physique that I wanted. Listen, my physique is by no means done. Of course, I still have a very, 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 very long way to go. But compound lifts are not going to help me achieve my goals. And if you're the same way, then this video is for you. So what do compound lifts kind of do if you do them over and over and over again? Well, like I said, you'll build a more strength-focused physique, a more power lifter-based physique than a more defined, more athlete-looking kind of aesthetic physique. And depending on who you are, I personally like the aesthetic physique. So, yeah. And it just doesn't do that much for an aesthetic physique. So how do we change that? How do we go about not trying to develop a powerlifter physique and we get to the athletic and the bodybuilder looking physique? Well, we have to isolate each individual muscle. We have to train each individual muscle separately. So we have to do things like, I'll use shoulders for an example. So you have to do like lateral raises in order to really focus on the shoulder and defining it. In other words, you have to be more intentional with your workouts. Compound lifts don't really require a lot of intention. You kind of just walk up and you lift the bar. That's all you lift, squat or push the bar. That's all you do. With other more hypertrophy-based exercises, you isolate the muscle better and it allows you to really build that mind-muscle connection. You can do compound lifts as an additive, but if you do them the whole workout, then you're not going to get the physique that you want. Like, it's perfectly okay to do bench press in a chest day. Smith or dumbbell, whatever you prefer, that's fine. But make sure to incorporate a lot of tension on the muscle and make sure to focus on each muscle individually. Now, this is all great. This is all fantastic. We now know how to not get a powerlifter physique and how to focus more on a athletic, hypertrophy-based physique, a more balanced, more aesthetically pleasing physique. Great. Now, there is one other thing that kind of adds to this, that plays a role in getting the powerlifter or the athlete aesthetic physique. So for the powerlifter physique, a lot of reps are kept, I would say, below 5. Like it's a lot of 1 rep maxes. It's a lot of a lot of 1 rep maxes type stuff, are very, very low rep range. I'm talking like 1 to 4 reps. If you want a hypertrophy-based aesthetic physique, then you need to go higher in your rep range. So what do I mean by that? So instead of going from 1 to 4, go from 8 to 12, or this is my personal favorite. This is what's worked really well for me is the 10 to 15 rep range. With that rep range, the 10 to 15 rep range, I found that my muscle is broken down the most, and I found that I can put the most tension on it. And I've also tested out things above that rep range. I've tested out 20 to 30 reps, and I found that that's too much. That's more the toning range. Like when people say, oh, I just want to get toned, that is what I would recommend to somebody. If someone were to come up to me and be like, hey Andrew, what would you recommend for toning? I would say do the higher rep range, 20 to 30, maybe 40 reps. But we're trying to build actual muscle and actual strength and combine everything, toning, strength, and an aesthetic body all into one. That is best done in the 10 to 12 the 8 to 12 and 10 to 15 rep ranges. Whichever one you prefer, totally up to you. But I would just experiment, and I would just, test that out, try things, see what you like. Because that's how you learn about yourself in the gym, right? Like, if you're a beginner, you're not going to know on the first day what machines you like and what machines you don't like. You have to take some time, and you have to learn, and you have to figure out, what it is that you like. You have to say, let's say hypothetically, you go into the gym and you're a beginner and it's your first time, or you've been going for a couple months and you're still learning, and you try leg extensions and you heard great things about them, but you just don't like them, right? You're just not a fan. You just don't like them. So then go do something else, because the whole point of the gym is to enjoy going, especially as a beginner, because as a beginner you don't have that discipline yet. So you need to be making the most fun and have the most enjoyment out of your workouts. So if there's a specific movement that you like, go do it. Don't listen to the internet. Don't listen to what they say. Whatever you want to do it. And that goes for me too. If there's like a workout machine that I recommend and you try it and you don't like it, okay, fair enough. You don't have to do it. That's all you. You pick what you want to do, and you will have so much more fun in the gym, and you'll have so much more enjoyment, because the person who enjoys more of their workout is going to want to come back than the person who is just straight up disciplined, and they go in, they do the work, and then they go home, and then they're just be like, oh, another terrible workout. Who do you think is going to make more progress in the long run? The person who enjoys the workout and is actually disciplined to go, or the person who doesn't enjoy the workout but is disciplined to go? Obviously the person who enjoys the workout, right? Anyway, I had a little brain fog, the little brain fart there. So I want you to take this video seriously, right? I don't want you to watch this video and be like, oh, cool video. Please don't be scrolling in the comments, right? Don't be scrolling in the comments. Don't be scrolling on the suggested. Listen, you need your full attention. You need to pay attention to this video. If you were scrolling in the comments before, rewind and rewatch the video, because this stuff will help you build progress faster. Please take this seriously. Understand that compound lifts are great, but they should never be your full workout if you're trying to build hypertrophy. If you're trying to build an aesthetic body, you need to also have a set rep range, 8 to 12 or 10 to 15 reps is the ideal rep range. So you can pick one of the two, or you can invent your own. Just do not do 1 to 4 reps, because then you're in powerlifter range. That's not where we want to be. So from there, just follow this advice and you will make progress. Absolutely. I promise. Listen, super proud of you for clicking on this video. You are one step closer to achieving your goals. Beyond proud of you. You got this.